Guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I hope everyone is well. We're getting started today with Kingdoms of West Africa, and no reason to waste time. Let's go. So, Eagle Scholar, we have two objectives for the day. Okay, we need to be able to discuss the spread of Islam to Africa and the African kingdoms. Two, we're going to examine and analyze the development of the kingdoms in West Africa by identifying key characteristics. So, this first question that we need to be able to discuss is the spread of Islam. How did it happen? When? Okay. You should be able to name the founder. That goes back to when we did our first or second unit on monotheistic religions. If you can't remember, it's going to be the Prophet Muhammad. Okay. So Islam in Africa, when did this happen? You should remember that Muhammad's the prophet. He's the founder of Islam in the Middle East. And after his death, Islam spreads like wildfire. It just goes, just takes off. Okay. How fast? Let's look. All right. We have a timeline here. So we have Muhammad here, 610. He begins to practice, and then he faces a lot of persecution. And then he develops his own state, his own Islamic state, and he's doing better. 633, he dies. All right, 23 years after he has visited and has this revelation, he's going to pass away. And then look at how quickly Islam spreads. Syria, Palestine, Lebanon, Egypt, the Byzantine army, North Africa. So this is where we're at. Islam spreads throughout North Africa through trade and conquest. All right, we learned about that. We learned about how they weren't missionaries. It was just something that happened through trade and interaction with people. All right, so here is what we have, the Islamic Caliphate. Okay, and I want you to have an idea of how big this is. And this gives you the years down here. All right, so you have it under all the different years and who was in charge. But the key thing I want you to look at is, North Africa. Okay, this is all along North Africa, and a number of the kingdoms that we look at are going to have to do. They're going to actually be Islamic cities and centers of learning, and they're going to need some things from down in the West. Okay, so let's keep going here. All right, so the area we were just looking at is North Africa. All right, so the North Africa region had salt, and West Africa needed it. Why? Like we talked about yesterday, salt was used to preserve meats. In hot areas of Africa, when you sweat, you lose salt and can become dehydrated. We looked at the temperature in Timbuktu. It's easily 100 degrees. It can reach higher than that, and it drops to very low at night sometimes in the desert. So they're extreme weather, and they need that salt. All right. Now, if we go down to West Africa had the gold, and North Africa needed it. Why? North Africa, those Islamic states, needed gold to mint coins for currency. All right. North Africans enjoyed adorning themselves in gold. So we're going to see that each side has something that the other wants, and they're going to start trading. And geographically, they're right there. You put the camel into use, you're going to be able to pack it full of different items to trade, whether it's the salt or the gold or whatnot, and end up in a trading center. All right. Different cities are going to actually end up taxing on certain items that come through, and that's how they're going to make money. So the whole region starts to really flourish economically.